On today's IRS tax refund update, we will take a look at the latest developments this tax season, including the next 3 tax refund release dates that have been scheduled by the IRS. And from there, we will take a look at some common situations our viewers are encountering so far, including tax topic code 152, appearing when checking their refund status results online, and no updates to their tax transcripts, along with the 810 refund freeze code and notices some will receive from the IRS this year. Starting off with the latest, as the next round of tax refunds has been scheduled for release by the IRS on February 6th, 7th, and 10th, as confirmed by the refund status results and tax transcripts seen here. Now, if you are part of this latest refund batch and have opted to receive the refund via direct deposit, most will receive that deposit by the refund date, and in some cases depending on your bank earlier than the posted date. However, do allow up to 5 additional days after that refund date for it to post your account before initiating a payment trace with the IRS. And if you have decided to receive a paper check, most will receive that in the mail within 5 to 10 days. However, you will need to allow up to 30 days to receive it before initiating a payment trace for a non-received refund check. Meanwhile, we continue to hear from a number of viewers who are encountering tax topic code 152 when checking their refund status results, similar to what is seen here. And that is a code that is expected to be seen, which represents your tax return is currently being processed and does not indicate any issue with your tax return. Now, in majority of cases, the tax return in question will be processed within 21 days of filing. But as a reminder for those of you early filers who filed before the official start of the tax season back on January 27th, that you cannot start counting those 21 days until January 27th, because official tax processing did not start before that date. Now, for those of you who are seeing tax topic 151, that does in fact represent a potential issue with your tax return. So it is important to check your tax transcripts and be on the lookout for code 971, which represents a notice the IRS will be mailing out detailing any possible issues. And also do note that the 21-day processing estimate will not necessarily apply to those early filers claiming the Earned Income Tax Credit or Advanced Child Tax Credit, as refunds from those credits are automatically placed on hold until mid-February due to the PATH Act. On the topic of those tax transcripts, a number of you have reached out to report you are still not seeing any updates as of yet, and encountering the no tax return filed message similar to what is seen here when checking your tax transcript. And again, at this point in the tax season, this is what you can expect, as it can take anywhere between 2 to 4 weeks to see an update to your tax transcript after filing your tax returns. So again, at this point, it does not indicate there is any problem with your tax return. But do make sure to check that your tax return was in fact accepted with the tax filing software you use to file. Another tax transcript code some will encounter this year is the 810 Refund Freeze code, as seen here. Now, there are a number of reasons why the IRS will issue this refund freeze code, including verification of tax credits being claimed, the need to complete ID verification, review needed for self-employment income, verification of W-2 or 1099 income, as well as the tax return in question, was flagged by the Tax Shelter Detection Team or identified by the Frivolous Tax Return Program. For those impacted by this code, they are likely to receive a notice about the situation from the IRS. And finally, recapping some of the top notices that will be sent out by the IRS this tax season, including IRS Letter 2644 YLC, also known as the 30-day notice, which is sent by the IRS to impacted tax filers that the processing of their tax return is taking additional time. And a major reason for this letter being sent out is the IRS still needs to review the tax information provided by the tax filer's employer, specifically wage information, so they can match what your employer reported and compare it to your return for accuracy. And it is not uncommon to receive several of these letters while waiting for your return to be processed and refund issued. Another letter is from the CP05 series of notices, which is when the IRS is requesting additional documentation from you, specifically wage documents such as pay stubs or tax forms, confirming what you entered on your tax return is correct before processing can continue, as well as the CP75 letter, which is sent to those claiming certain tax credits, like the Earned Income Tax Credit, asking the tax filer to provide specific documentation as it relates to their dependents, such as a birth certificate and/or proof of residency. Let us know in the comment section below about your ongoing tax issue, In the meantime, we will keep monitoring the situation for further developments, so make sure to click on the thumbs up and subscribe button below for future updates on this channel, and thanks for watching.